Two phones jumping, one's love, one's offer. She want dinner, there were numbers on the contract. Black truck waiting with a roof like a concert. I don't move loud but the whole curb watches. Two phones dropping, one's love, one's offers. One says missy, one says double what we talked at. New coat hanging with the tag still honest. Price too high but I odd buzzer. She had the engine and fixed her posture. Cold on the side made the night look proper. I came calm with a bag full of options. She came dressed like she knew I had sponsors. I don't chase girls, I chase price lines. She don't want roses, she want flight time. I don't want love if it costs my right mind. I want my name getting bigger by night time. Short dry snare when I step on the measure. 808 slide like the road got pressure. She liked the voice but she loved the texture. Rich talk smooth with a cold little temper. I wore the jacket before I hit the window. New season piece with a receipt in limbo. They asked the price and I changed the info. If you got to ask then you're not in the intro. She want my time but my time got value. Calendar full still she want me around too. I don't argue with the small minds crowd you. I let the car door close and the baseline count through. Two phones dropping, one's offers. She want dinner, they want numbers on a contract. Black truck waiting with a roof like a concert. I don't move loud but the whole curb watches. Two phones dropping, one's love, one's offers. One says missy, one says double what we talked at. New coat hanging with the tag still honest. Price too high but I like how the buzz. She said I changed, I said life got dearer. Old me fade in the side view mirror. Now the watch face looking like a freezer. Cold little smile when the deal gets clearer. Band for band but they never bring bands though. Talk too much with a rented out Lambo. I don't need proof and the bank app says so. I let facts sit clean like a dry snare echo. Bad one sitting with her nails done silver. She don't ask much, she just knows I deliver. I don't promise what I can't make bigger. She likes the calm but she knows I'm a winner. I keep it smooth in my desperate thirsty. Champagne room but I'm still on work mode. She sees the bag and forgets where her hurt goes. Money don't heal but it makes those turn gold. No piano, just a pluck with a cold face. 808 bends when the line needs more space. Short snare cracks in the pocket with no waste. Flow runs quick but the tone stays slow pace. Two phones dropping, one's love, one's offers. She want dinner, they want numbers on the contract. Black truck waiting with a roof like a concert. I don't move loud but the whole curb watches. Two phones dropping, one's love, one's offers. One says missy, one says double we talked at. New coat hanging with the tag still honest. Price too high but I like how it buzz. I don't buy names, I buy moments that last. Luxury quiet, the logo too boss. Two wants to see where the windows look glass. I want a deal that can outrun my past. Drive outside with the lights on dimmer. Her dress black but the stones got shimmer. She said my life feels colder in winter. I said cold rooms made the winners look richer. I'm not the loudest, I'm the one they notice. Fresh from the flight with the customs folded. If it ain't money, I don't keep it open. If it ain't real, I don't leave it spoken. Two phones jumping, both screens active. Love gets needy, business gets attractive. She wants captions, I want assets. Same night, different kind of madness. I told her don't fall for the lifestyle only. This road 5 truck gets lonely. She said lonely looks nice when it's cozy. In a black top street with the city being lonely. Short little snare with a clap tucked tight. 808 dives when I finish each line. Melody plucks like a chain in low light. I rap too calm for the price of my life. Two phones dropping, one's love, one's offers. She want dinner, then one buzz on the contract. Black truck waiting with a roof like a concert. I don't move loud but the whole curb watches. Two phones dropping, one's love, one's offers. One says missy, one says double what we talked at. New coat hanging with the tag still honest. Price too high but I like how barbers. Harvest that dust, yeah. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, old oak and new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling white rails and black riders. They selling impression, I purchased the supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price. Train cabin wall, not the curtain drawn halfway. Crystal at breakfast while he'll slide past. She folded her coat on the edge of the day bed. Her cousin spoke French, kept checking the time. Barest against all the service feels royal. Aroma house sent me the unreleased oil. Cedar with leather, dark plum in the dry down. I took the steak before sundown. Vineyard director laid maps by the decanter. Rose on the hillside, new Bavels in Flanders. I changed the export, split tight in the standards. Then gave my old circle the profitable branches. Nobody near me gets paid to appear. They carry authority, voting and clearance. The crew wants waiting outside every entrance. Now enter through doors with their names in the minutes. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, old oak and new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased the supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price, yeah.
Their riches are costumes assembled for weekends. My moves through harvest, renewals and seasons. They photograph bottles and struggle to keep them. My own work is poor when the private room needs it. The tailor and shouts every house from a distance. Mine came from an archive, unavailable retail. They queue for a table, citing connections. The venue requests me before taking bookings. Arrival, what followers rented the stallion. I back the whole stable and breeding pavilion. His jewelry dazzles until someone that prays at my plain signet carries a boardroom appointment. He celebrates turnover, ignores what was borrowed. I studied the margin that remains there. Tomorrow his empire depends on applause from observers. Mine functions unchanged without anyone watching. Man is struck turf while the bidding grew restless. Chestnut mare turning, immaculate movement. The favor got costly. I let them tired and acquired the bloodline through private arrangement. He fights for the headline and pays the full premium. I wait for the noise to distort their decision. His victory lost till the next publication. My position compounds beyond the occasion. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, old oak and new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field cooling white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased the supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price. Yeah. Cream carriage, black loafers, rain on the window. Red like a nails, German lines for the memo. Fresh scent, seal sample, revised percentage. The founder's smile, confirm my advantage. Luxury's choice without needing permission. Power is leaving while others seek admission. Money is useful when silence directs it. Noise is the tax that the insecure pay with. It's sweet as a view, my view as a title. His dinner looks costly, my dinner clothes rivals. His name fills a caption, mine fills the assignment. His guests know the weight of my know the investors. He calls himself rare behind velvet ropes. I enter the workshop before products are branded. He wears the result of another man's vision. I finance the vision and known as revisions. Perfumist and patience. The formula needs winter. I shorten no process, just strengthen the venture. She tested the fragrance along her left shoulder. The carriage grew warmer, the evening got slow. And the romance speaks till the chemistry landed. No desperate promise to stand up with standards. She knows I leave early when numbers need handling. That makes each minute harder to bargain. Soft spoken pressure, no theatrics required. A seller stays cool while the marketplace fires. A thoroughbred moves without proving his power. A vineyard looks quiet while building an empire. They chase visible wealth, inherit the upkeep. I choose productive beauty and let it reward me. The punchline is simple, the image needs funding. My funding buys images before they start running. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, old oak and new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased the supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet rope moved when the choir man walked in. Premiere lights burning, my name on the co-finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film earns. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a boat never shown yet. Island plan spread where the champagne was poured. Walking with nothing, walk out with a board. Backstage corridor, see the case by the mirror. Lead actress smiling, the stylist came nearer. Private fitting booked in the archive beneath us. All chalk on the cloth, hand stitches like secret. She chose deep crimson, her friend picked pearl grey. I changed the release split before the first screen. And producer looked tense when the lawyer turned pages. My percentage rose while the audience waited. After party hidden in a house with no signage. Chef knew the order, security silence. Sculpted brass lamp from a royal residence. Sat by the window like fire, held motionless. I bought the collection before desert landed. And sent half away to the island we're planning. My brothers get seized with forecasts a challenge. No bottles or wristwear, but power and managed. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet rope moved when the choir man walked in. Premiere lights burning, my name on the co-finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film earns. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a boat never shown yet. Island plan spread where the champagne was poured. Walking with nothing, walk out with a board. The glamour expires when rentals get collected. My least visible holding keeps paying each quarter. The wardrobe arrives with a tag and a deadline. Mine carries the cutter's initials inside it. They chase invitations, rehearse every entrance. My approval decides who appears in the credits. The circle looks crowded when flash guns are active. Mine stays small because everyone owns an asset. A rent a sports model made him feel established. The mileage agreement kept killing the magic. My garage is boring to people who film it. Everything registered, serviced and finished. His weekend was funded by 6 little sponsors. My weekday paid more than their whole campaign. He shouted his word through a borrowed loudspeaker. The room checked the records and lowered the volume. Island architect cool with a seawall revision. I removed the guest when wide in the harbor. She marked with a pool should reflect even copper. A friend chose a stone for the outdoor pavilion. No rush fantasy drawn for attention. The permits were clear before sketches got public. They purchased the holiday after it was polished. I purchased the ground while the coastline looks useless. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet rope moved when a quiet man walked in. Premiere lights burning, my name with the co-finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film earns. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a boat never shown yet. Island plans spread where the champagne was poured. Walking with nothing, walk out with a board. Cold stare, clean color, soft step on marble. Red mouth, long earrings, both women remarkable. Fresh clothes, firm option, calm signature angled. His confidence vanished when ownership mattered. The star gets applause, the financer gets endings. The guest gets a seat, the investor gets leverage. A logo looks costly until licensing finishes. A building looks plain until rent starts arriving. His fame needs a crowd and a fresh publication. My leverage survives every shift in attention. He bought the appearance and inherited expenses. I bought the machine that produces appearances. He begged for the room where decisions were happening. I left before midnight. My vote stayed decisive. Rare lights and crates, each shade individually numbered. Dealer spoke softly to prove and it's flawless. I took every piece and reduced the discussion. She asked why I never wear wealth like a costume. Because people with access recognize access. A man selling fantasy needs witnesses near him. A man holding rights doesn't need to explain it. Punchline clean. Their ceiling is my entry. Their biggest announcement is routine in my diary. Their luxury screams because silence would test it. Mine whispers once and the market respects it. They flex what depreciates under attention. I choose what improves through patient possession. The film ends tonight, the catalog keeps earning. That is the difference between showing and owning. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet rope moved when a quiet man walked in. Premiere lights burning, my name on the co-finance. They pose for the cameras, I own the film bands. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a boat never shown yet. Island plans spread where the champagne was poured. Walking with nothing, walk out with a board.
Harvest at dusk, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, old oak and new buyers. Touch that reserve, wish the room climb higher. Harvest at dusk, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling, white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased the supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price. Train cabin walnut, the curtain drawn halfway. Crystal at breakfast while he'll slide past. She folded her coat on the edge of the day, but her cousin spoke French, kept checking the time. Barest against, though the service feels royal. Aroma house sent me their unreleased oil. Cedar wood leather, dark plum in the dry down. I took the steak before sundown. Vineyard director, laid maps by the decanter. Rose on the hillside, new barrels in Flanders. I changed the export split, tighten the standards. Then gave my old circle with the profitable branches. Nobody near me gets paid to appear. They carry authority, voting in clearance. The crew once waiting outside every entrance now enters 3 doors with their names in the minutes. Harvest at dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, old oak and new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest at dusk, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling, white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased the supplier. Quiet
Quiet at the table, still setting the price. The riches of costumes assembled for weekends. Mine move through harvest, renewals and seasons. They photograph bottles and struggle to keep them. My own what gets poured when the private room needs it. They're tailoring shouts every house from a distance. Mine came from an archive, unavailable retail. They queue for a table, citing connections. The venue requests me before taking bookings. Arrivable followers rented a stallion. I back the whole stable and breeding pavilion. His jewelry dazzles until someone appraises my plain ceiling. Carries a boardroom appointment, he celebrates turnover. Ignores what was borrowed, I study the margin that remains there tomorrow. His empire depends on applause from observers. Mine functions unchanged without anyone watching. Malice struck turf while the bidding grew restless. Chestnut mare turning, immaculate movement. The favor got costly, I let them tired and acquired the bloodline through private arrangement. He fights for the headline and pays the full premium. I wait for the noise to distort their decision. His victory lost to the next publication. My position compounds beyond the occasion. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, open, new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling, white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased a supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price. Yeah, cream carriage, black loafers, rain on the window. Red like an L's, drawing lines through the memo. Fresh scent, sealed sample, revised percentage. The founder smile, confirm my advantage. Luxury is choice, without needing permission. Power is leaving while others seek admission. Money is useful when silence directs it. Noise is the tax that the insecure pay with. As sweet as a view, my view as a title. His dinner looks costly, my dinner close rivals. His name fills a caption, mine fills the assignment. His guests know the waiter, I know the investors. He calls himself rare behind velvet ropes. I enter the workshop before products are branded. He wears the resort of another man's vision. I find his division and honest revisions. Perfume it's a patience, the formula needs winter. I shorten no process, just strengthen the venture. She tested the fragrance along her left shoulder. The carriage grew warmer, the evening got slower. No romance speech till the chemistry landed. No desperate promise to stand up with standards. She knows I leave early when numbers need handling. That makes each minute harder to bargain. Soft-spoken pressure, no theatrics required. The seller stays cool while the marketplace fires. If I regret moves without proving his power, a vineyard looks quiet while building an empire. They chase visible wealth and inherit the upkeep. I choose productive beauty and let it reward me. The punchline is simple, their image needs funding. My funding buys images before they start running. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. She stepped through the vines, dressed sharp as a wire. Cellar doors open, open, new buyers. Touch that reserve, watch the room climb higher. Harvest that dust, burgundy dust on the tires. Polo field calling, white rails and black riders. They sell an impression, I purchased a supplier. Quiet at the table, still setting the price. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet rope moved when the quiet mountain walked in. Premier lights burning, my name on the cold finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film earns. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a board, never shown yet. Island plans spread where the champagne was poured. Walking with nothing, walk out with a board, yeah. Backstage corridor, see the case by the mirror. Lead actress smiling, the stylist came nearer. Private fitting booked in the archive beneath. I saw chalk on the cloth, hand stitches like secret. She chose deep crimson, a friend picked pearl grey. I changed the release split before the first screening. Producer looked tense when the lawyer turned pages. My percentage rose while the audience waited. After party hidden in the house with no signage. Chef knew the order, security stayed silent. A sculpted back slamp from a royal residence. Sat by the window like fire, held motionless. I bought the collection before dessert landed. Then sent half away to the island wet planning. My brothers get seats where forecast a challenge. Not bottles or wristwear but power and management. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet road moved when the quiet man walked in. Premier lights burning, my name on the cold finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film is. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a boat, never shown yet. Island plans spread where the champagne was poured. Walking with nothing, walk out with a board. Their glamour expires when rentals get collected. Molly's visible, holding keeps paying each quarter. Their wardrobe arrives with a tag and a deadline. Man carries the cutter's initials inside it. They chase invitations, rehearse every entrance. My approval decides who appears in the credits. Their circle looks crowded when flash guns are active. Mine stays small because everyone owns an asset. A rented sports model made him feel established. The mileage agreement kept killing the magic. My garage is boring to people who film it. Everything registered, serviced and finished. His weekend was funded by 6 little sponsors. My weekday paid more than the whole campaign. He shouted his worth through a borrow loudspeaker. The room checked the records and lowered the volume. Highland architect cool with the seawall revision. I removed the guest wing and widened the harbour. She marked with a Porsche reflective in copper. A friend chose the stone for the outdoor pavilion. No rush, finance, he drawn for attention. The permits were clear before sketches go public. They purchased the holiday after it's polished. I purchased the ground while the coastline looks useless. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet robe moved when the quiet man walked in. Premiere lights burning, my name on the cold finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film earns. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a bowl, never shown yet. Island plan spread where the champagne was poured. Walk in with nothing, walk out with a board, yeah. Cold stare, clean color, soft step on marble. Red mouth, long earrings, both women remarkable. Fresh clothes, firm, option, calm, signature angled. His confidence vanished when ownership mattered. The star gets applause, the financier gets N's. The guest gets a seat, the investor gets leverage. A logo looks costly until licensing finishes. A building looks plain until rent starts arriving. His fame needs a crowd and a fresh publication. My leverage survives every shift in attention. He bought the appearance, inherited expenses. I bought the machine that produces appearances. He begged for the room where decisions were happening. I left before midnight, my vote stayed decisive. Rare lights and crates, each shade individually numbered. Dealer spoke softly to proving it's flawless. I took every piece and reduced the discussion. She asked why I never wear wealth like a costume, because people with access recognize access. A man selling fantasy needs witnesses near. A man holding rights doesn't need to explain it. Punchline clean, the ceiling is my entry. The biggest announcement is routine in my diary. The luxury screens because silence will test it. Mine was just once in the market, respects it. It flex what depreciates under attention. I choose what improves through patient possession. The film ends tonight, the catalogue keeps earning. That is the difference between showing and owning. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Velvet robe moved when the quiet man walked in. Premiere lights burning, my name on a cold finance. They pose for the cameras, I own what the film earns. Red carpet folded, the back door stayed open. Black suit cut from a bowl, never shown yet. Island plan spread where the champagne was poured. Walk in with nothing, walk out with a board. Private lift rising, the rooftop went copper. Rain on the skyline, 2 glasses untouched. Leather-bound catalog, pages marked in pencil. They came for the view, I came for the building. Private lift rising, the rooftop went copper. Fresh cut stone glowing beneath every counter. They spend to be noticed, I move without pressure. Lights turn off, value stays in the structure. Morning in the foundry, hot metal and sparks. Craftsman shaped silver, beneath hanging lamps. She wore deep blue with her hair tied behind her. Her companion chose rings from a tray near the furnace. I skipped every finished piece placed for display. Asked who owned the process, the molds and the name. By lunch I had turns for the next 5 collections. They carry small boxes, I carry direction. Courtyard meeting where the old trees leaned inward. Plans for a townhouse lay flat by the fountain. Hidden wine library behind, rotating shelves. Private cinema below, carved limestone upstairs. She picked the west room where the sunset stays longest. Her friend liked the garden and booked it for autumn. I changed the completion schedule during coffee, then secured the neighboring site before evening. Private lift rising, the rooftop went copper. Rain on the skyline, 2 glasses untouched. Leather-bound catalog, pages marked in pencil. They came for the view, I came for the building. Private lift rising, the rooftop went copper. Fresh cut stone glowing beneath every counter. They spent to be noticed, I move without pressure. Lights turn off, value stays in the structure. Their fortune is loud because silence could test it. My quietest move leaves the whole block affected. They wear every purchase before it has settled. I hide every advantage until it is protected. Their friends fill the room when the bottles arrive. Mine read every clause and challenge the price. They know who is trending, who dated, who traveled. My people know permits, supply chains and capital. A hired photographer makes borrow wealth brighter. A paid reservation makes strangers look important. A temporary mortar can sharpen an entrance. It cannot create what the registry answers. They dream lost a weekend with filters applied. My ordinary month puts another flaw inside. They chase recognition from people they envy. I choose recurring income and leave before 20. Foundry heat faded, the prototype cooled, polished by hand, every curve made precise. The owner wanted fame from the celebrity launch. I offer distribution and long-term production. His eyes change quickly when forecasts appear. The logo means little without reach behind it. They would've bought jewelry and posted the packaging. I bought the capacity to keep manufacturing. Private lift, rising, the rooftop went copper. Rain on the skyline, 2 glasses untouched. Leather-bound catalog, pages marked in pencil. They came for the view, I came for the building. Private lift, rising, the rooftop went copper. Fresh cut stone glowing beneath every counter. They spend to be noticed, I move without pressure. Lights turn off, value stays in the structure. Pressed trousers, dark sway, slow walk through the doorway. Red nails on the folder, go light in the hallway. Fresh terms replaced with the first draft demanded. The seller grew flexible once funding was granted. Status is fragile when rented by evening. Influence is stronger when nobody sees it. A guest gets a menu and chooses a night. I'm a partner, rewrites how the whole place is brightest. The highest achievement needs constant reminding. My smallest position keeps quietly multiplying. They speak about access like access is ownership. I enter the archive before anyone publishes. They show polished marble and call it a kingdom. I check what it costs when the heating is running. They celebrate revenue before all deductions. I care what remains after every assumption. She asked by the walls, I know photographs hanging. I said empty space makes the important things clearer. A friend poured mineral water over clear eyes while I move the workshop into the purchase. No grand declarations, no promise forever. Just confidence, steady and timing together. They like that my attention is never available. Scarcity works better when nothing feels desperate. Punchline simple, the luxury is borrowed. My patience turns over. Look corners to landmarks. The image gets older whenever trends shift. My assets get stronger while fashion gets nervous. They pay for the table, the view and the service. A hold what collects from the table they purchase. They enter to celebrate, looking successful. I exit with rights to the place they were flagging. Lift, rising, the rooftop went copper. Rain on the skyline, 2 glasses untouched. Leather-bound catalog, pages marked in pencil. They came for the view, I came for the building. Private lift, rising, the rooftop went copper. Fresh cut stone glowing beneath every counter. They spend to be noticed, I move without pressure. Lights turn off, value stays in the structure. Midnight, yeah, midnight at the observatory, city lights beneath. Silver dome turning while the whole room sleeps. Red stone table with the blueprints underneath. They came to see the stars, I came to buy the street. Midnight at the observatory, city lights beneath. Black glass coupe waiting where the pine trees meet. The wealth needs an audience, my work's discreet. Nothing on my collar, still they rise when I speak. Telescope focused on the coastline far away. She wore white leather with her hair pinned straight. Her companion read the plans for the mineral spa. I changed the water ice before the first champagne. Restorer arrived with a painting under linen. Centuries of color, find cracks in the pigment. Everyone admired it, I studied the permission. Secured exhibition rights and funded the next wing. Bespoke luggage came in casking and ash. Hand-cut corners, brushed locks, no badge. She picked a smaller case and placed it by her chair. Her friend wanted them road lining inside hers. No public launch, no waiting list theater. The craftsman keeps my measurements beside the cedar. My circle gets authority across every venture. They do not stand behind me, they sit with the directors. Midnight at the observatory, sea lights beneath. Silver dome turning while the whole room sleeps. Red stone table with the blueprints underneath. They came to see the stars, I came to buy the street. Midnight at the observatory, city lights beneath. Black glass coupe waiting where the pine trees meet. The wealth needs an audience, my work's discreet. Nothing on my collar, still they rise when I speak. They collect shiny objects, then ensure every picture. I collect useful rights that survive changing seasons. Their favorite room exists for one reservation. My least important floor holds permanent tenants. They memorize prices to sound well acquainted. I negotiate supply before products get famous. They wear someone's vision and call it exclusive. I finance the workshop and choose its expansion. Their expensive weekend ends when checkout approaches. My quiet Tuesday grows while nobody notices. Their entourage vanishes when payment gets awkward. My table stays compact because everybody matters. They chase recognition through crowded entrances. I receive private previews before invitations. Their version of power is being photographed. Mine is removing a clause and changing the outcome. Mineral spraying property hidden past the forest. Steam through the stone while the surveyor reported the previous buyer only wanted the wellness brand, and I wanted the source, the hillside and access. She stepped by the water and removed both earrings. A friend chose the suite overlooking the garden. I signed for the land while the architect measured by morning. The valuation looked completely different. Midnight at the observatory, city lights beneath. Silver dome turning while the whole room sleeps. Red stone table with the blueprints underneath. They came to see the stars, I came to buy the street. Midnight at the observatory, city lights beneath. Black glass crew waiting where the pine trees meet. The wealth needs an audience, mine works discreet. Nothing on my collar, still they rise and I speak. Dark cashmere, soft tread, clean line to the shoulder, cold expression, warm wood, rare books in the corner. A loud claim weakens when evidence enters. A plain answer lands when the source is respected. Prestige is borrowed when ownership is missing. Style becomes costume when confidence is rented. A guest sees luxury and asks for the price. A builder sees structure and asks who holds the rights. They show the final room after decorators leave. I enter when foundations are marked on the field. They celebrate access to people with influence. I purchased the platform that gives them influence. Their strongest performance depends on perception. My weakest position still carries protection. They need every stranger to understand their spending. I need the agreement to continue returning. Museum director bought the restoration report. Old leaf recovered beneath layers of smoke. The room stays silent when the image appeared. I covered the work and reserved it for 3 years. She asked why I value what remains out of sight. 'Cause rare things grow stronger when handled with time. Popularity moves like light across water. Control stays rooted after fashion moves on. The ceiling has mirrors, mine opens to stars. The road ends outside where the valet parks. The name fills a guest list, mine and enters the D. The success needs explaining, mine arrives as a fee. That luxury photographs perfectly for strangers. Mine operates quietly through dozens of managers. The cleanest punchline needs no clever disguise. They pay to look powerful, I get paid when they buy.